Good afternoon, viewers, and welcome to our Saturday webinar on tax-free returns and investment options for NRIs and foreign citizens in India. What we will be covering today is how you can maximize your investments in Gift City in India. So the background and evolution of Gift City as an investment destination. Well, Gift City stands for Gujarat International Financial Tech City, and it's India's vision of a financial investment hub. How did this come about? There are several tax-free destinations or territories around the world, such as the Bahamas, the Cayman Islands, Dominica, and the Bermuda. These were places that attracted a lot of investments, and the Indian government established a similar zone in Gujarat, which is called as Gift City. Although it is located physically in India, it is considered a neutral territory. And this zone was set up because a significant amount of money was being invested in these previously mentioned territories by people of Indian origin or people of Indians residing all over the world. So to attract that same investment into our own country for our own development, this economic zone was set up. So what is Gift City and who can invest here? It is a financial oasis. It's a special economic zone dedicated only to financial services. It simplifies and it makes it an efficient business environment, attracting investment in international investors. Any non-resident Indian or a foreign citizen or a person of Indian origin or an Indian holding an overseas citizen's card, or for that matter, anybody who is residing outside of India can invest here. But currently, this is not available for the US-based NRIs or the US citizens. That is in process and should be available in some time, but currently not possible. So there are about 150 different entities, financial entities, including banks, insurance firms, financial institutions, who have already set up their operations in Gift City. So what are the global currencies that you can make investments there without converting to Indian rupees? Most important foreign currencies, it's possible. So the US dollar, the euro, the Japanese yen, the British pound, the Swiss franc, the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, the UAE dirham, the Kuwaiti dinar, the Saudi riyal, the South African rand, the Norwegian krone, the New Zealand dollar, the Bahraini dinar, and the Singapore dollar, to name some of the currencies. There could be more, and there could be more getting into the pipeline. So what is it that you really need to start off? Unlike the fact that when you're starting any investments in India, you are asked for your PAN, your Aadhaar, a bank account in India, and other KYC related documents for proof of address. None of these are needed when you have to open your investments in Gift City. You can start with the documents that you have of your respective residence country of residence, and those would be sufficient to start, like your local address proof and your passport, your TIN number, etc. should be enough, or your overseas residency proof is enough for you to start your investments here in Gift City. What would be the minimum investment criteria? Yes, there is a threshold. There is a minimum threshold of 150,000 US dollars, which roughly equivalent to about 1.25 crores in Indian rupees, though that's not converted while you do invest it. It's just for your reference. This threshold ensures that there are only serious investors who will participate here, and that ensures the stability of the investments that are made here. There possibly will not be fly-by-night operators who would come and put in money just for high-level speculation impacting the stability of the investment. However, some changes have been brought in the recent budget passed last month, and some amount of retail transactions will be possible. So what are we actually talking about? What is the advantage that you get as an NRI or as a foreign citizen by investing in GIFT City? There are some tax advantages. So the GIFT City offers a tax-free, tax-friendly environment, attracting investors who seek to optimize their profits in their portfolio. What are these benefits? There's a 100% tax holiday for the first 10 years. There's no dividend tax, distribution tax on the dividends that you receive on your investments. There's no capital gains on the profit that you get on these securities. And if you are a corporate entity investing, then your corporate tax rates are lower. Of course, these are tax implications as per the Indian tax laws, because the Indian tax laws say that income that you earn in India is taxable in India. But for the profits that you generate in the investments that you make at GIFT City, you will not be subject to these laws. But the investor will be subject to the tax laws as per his or her country's residence, where he or she is a registered taxpayer. So you don't pay any tax in India. That is the advantage that you get. So how do you get started with this? Well, embarking on your GIFT City investment involves a few steps. You need to choose the product that you're looking for. You can explore options like bonds, mutual funds, alternate investment funds, which happy investor can guide you. You need to open an account and select in a selected GIFT City-based financial institution. Like I said, there are already 150 different financial institutions who've already started operations here. You need to complete your KYC by providing your necessary home country documentation for verification. Then you start processing your funds, transfer from your country of residence into your GIFT City account in your own currency or in the international currency that you wish to deal in. And you start investing based on your requirements and your future goals that you have. So how does Happy Investor come into this picture? How can we help you? We have a deep understanding of the various options that GIFT City comes up with, and we could give you a comprehensive investment solution. What would our services include? We would give you expert guidance on choosing the right investments. We'd streamline your onboarding process. We would put forth the diversified product offerings that are available for you. We will also look into managing your investments to the best of your interest and also suggest the tax optimization options that you have within the portfolios that are available to you as investment options. So we are hereby putting forth that you can leverage from India's strong economic growth of the future, the demographic dividend that the country has, which says that our growth story is intact for another decade and a half to 2 decades. And you can be part of this economic growth by investing through GIFT City. And let Happy Investor be your partner in unlocking this potential of this thriving financial hub that has just about started making waves in the investment market. For example, what would this involve? You are an investor, you are an NRI or a person of Indian origin, or you are a foreign citizen. You open your account in the GIFT City. You transfer money to the fund that you choose in the GIFT City IFSC, in the investments that that fund house manages. You can invest in the underlying securities like mutual funds through the master fund, which is called an alternate investment fund. Those investments will then generate tax-free returns for you, and that is passed on to you as an investor. Well, as a general investor, you could be having certain questions. You are free to put forward those questions to us. We have some of them which are general questions which people like you could have. So we'll go through those first. So do I need to be physically present in India to invest in the GIFT City? No, you don't need to be here physically. You can invest remotely through various online channels that GIFT City has set up and can be done from your country of residence. What kind of returns can I expect from the investments in GIFT City? Well, the potential returns on your investments in GIFT City can vary depending on the specific instrument that you choose from the options that are available and the overall market conditions during the time of your investments. What we can show you is a thorough guidance from our end and a good monitoring of your investments under us. From which bank account can I do the transactions to GIFT City investments? You can typically use your domestic or international bank account in your country of residence to make those transactions. Of course, it would be advisable to consult with your bank and your financial advisor to confirm if there are any specific requirements or if there are any potential restrictions to any kind of transactions. Can I invest jointly in a GIFT City instrument? Yes, you can invest jointly, but all the holders need to be non-resident Indians or overseas citizens. A resident Indian cannot be investing in the GIFT City product. If there are any questions, we can take them now. I hope we have been able to give you a picture of what kind of services you can expect or what kind of investments you can do at GIFT City. Balti has a question. Can I invest in Maldivian rupiah? Yes, you can. Like we said, there are many currencies in which you can invest directly in without having to transfer into INR, and this is one of them. If there are any other queries that you have, you could type them in, please. Thank you for being a part of our webinar today. We hope we could give you a fair amount of information on our product. And Malti, I saw your question. Can you give an example of how much returns we can expect? Well, returns are subject to the market conditions that exist at that time, and that cannot be predicted at this point in time. But yes, the Indian market has been giving good returns over the last few years. It possibly could be in line with that. Thank you, everybody, for being with us this evening. We'll meet you next time with a new product, new subject, and a new product. Thank you. Take care. Have a good weekend.